Page 37, 30 seconds to go. This is what they call a velocity study. A velocity is speed. Quick, zoom, zoom, fast. I got all kinds of problems with this. Well, let's talk about it. That little burb at the top, they're saying if you can play it at metronome set at 128, it takes 30 seconds to play the whole thing, and that's your goal. And that's a fine goal. To me, the goal is you play it at whatever speed you can play it accurately and evenly. The 16th notes have to be all even and controlled. Well, if you've been doing the scales, as you're supposed to, this kind of thing actually works out very well. If you have not been doing the scales, you'll have a terrible time trying to get all the 16th notes even. They won't be all even, and that's the problem. Doesn't matter how fast you go, they still won't be even. Now let's talk about it. 2/4 time. We got 16th notes, 1 eanda, 2 eanda. All right. Actually, and it's something like this, I usually go 1 and 2 and I know there's 2 16th notes in there. That's close enough. The left hand will help keep track of the beat. Key is C major. Make sure you do the C major scale and the A minor scale, and there are arpeggios. A couple octaves are good. Okay. Cover this. Make sure we got the rhythm, or the rhythm's not a problem. In the right hand, they're all pretty much 16th notes. So with the fingering, you're here. Just makes second finger comes down. Then it's just like a G major scale going up almost. But instead of thumb here, I gotta go here. And that's because I got an extra note in there. And so I gotta stick in an extra finger. So that 4, 1. Right there, I did an F. See, in G major scale, you don't have an F natural, but we stuck one in, so we gotta have it. And they give you in the next a natural in parentheses, because it's an F natural anyway. But they're just telling you, make sure you get an F natural here. Third line is here, thumb on the second one. And then scrunch up thumb, like so. So, okay, and then you're back to what you were doing at the beginning. Last line, last 2 measures, you just keep going up. 4, 1, 1, 2. Got in some extra notes. That's why we had to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But that's if you're doing the scales 2 octaves, you got to do that anyway. So hopefully you're used to that move. Left hand, you just got the chords. They don't need these natural signs, but it doesn't hurt. Third line, you're here. Then 1, 3, 2. This way you're closer to where you want to be on the next measure. So real slowly. It's slow to me, I don't know. You might have to go here. Now if you do that, I suggest you do it similarly to the way I do it in the scale, the way I instruct, with you accent the beat, accent the 8th note, and drop the wrist on the accent and exaggerate it. Speed it up a little bit. Maybe you're only accenting every 4/16. But again, drop the wrist and accent on beat on that. It's a way of practicing it, and it helps to get the notes even. Because eventually you would speed it up where you'd only accent once per measure. Accenting and dropping the wrist. That's practicing. As far as dynamics go, it goes to the 16th notes. And they say loud. I don't like that idea of loud. I would say medium loud, because loud you're going to get tense. No, you're using a lot of weight to play loud. You got to stay relaxed or the fingers won't move. So relax. Because then they want you to go up. To me, there you're going to go up to loud and back down. Back down here. So I would just do moderately loud here, and then you can go up to loud when you need to. In the third line, you're going up again, and they tell you to go up to loud. Well, I'll tell you to you just start at moderately loud anyway, and you can actually come down to moderately soft here if you want to, because you got 2 measures to get loud. If you don't plan it out, you'll be loud by the second measure, the third line. I'll be loud by there. It's too soon. So the first measure, I'm moderately soft. Now I go moderately loud. Now I'm loud. Now, I suggest we adjust this a little bit. Third line, second measure, I'm going up to loud. I suggest you come back down to moderately loud like you were at the beginning here. Because in the next line, we got to go up again. They got to swell. So you're basically around the moderately loud area for the most part, and you go up to loud when you need to. Here. Left hand is just supporting. Accents. Just give it an accent. I didn't do the articulation. You got staccatos, wrist staccato. Connect that. You can connect that if you want to. You don't have to. I'll leave that up to you. It's interpretation. Do you connect it or not? I don't know. Which do you like? The left hand. While you're doing this in the right hand. And then finally, the speed. Well, they have the idea of 128 will get you to 30 seconds. It takes 30 seconds to play it at that speed. But again, it's got to be accurate first. And if you can play it faster than that, why not? You play a little quicker. It's up to you and what you can control. But just for fun of it, you can always go quicker if you want. They did put a staccato on the last note. I prefer it not, but you can. If you want, I like to hang on to that because, again, it's interpretation. But technically, it's got a staccato. You'd play it short.